guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kanani.
And I'm Thais, and today for tea time we'll be discussing Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury.
Now on to the video.
Guy Montag lives in a world where owning books is illegal. As a fireman, it's his job to destroy books he finds. According to him, paper books start to burn at 451 degrees Fahrenheit. The protagonist, Guy Montag, who becomes drawn into the world of clandestine book readers by a woman he meets. Eventually, he joins a group of outcasts trying to preserve literature by committing entire books to memory. While printed material can be burned, memories cannot be erased.
And I thought about books, and for the first time I realized that a man was behind each one of the books. Guy is explaining his revelation to his wife. This passage shows how strongly books are tied to actual people, and that they are more than words and paper. This idea is further developed with the introduction of the exiles, who each memorized a book. This quote ties into one of the possible themes of ignorance and knowledge. Throughout the novel, the reader is presented with a conflict between knowledge and ignorance. What does true happiness consist of? Is ignorant bliss, or do knowledge and learning provide true happiness? In this quote, it talks about how Guy realized for the first time that people do have feelings and that books are a big part of our society. He finally has an open mind and decides to take reading for himself, and that changes his life forever.
Guy Montag is a protagonist and a fireman whose job is to burn and basically delete all books from existence. When he later realizes that he wants to read these books and find his true place in life. Mildred is Guy's wife, and Mildred is one major character in the book who seems to have no hope of resolving the conflicts within herself. Her suicide attempt suggests that she is in great pain and that her obsession with television is a means to avoid confronting her life. Captain Beatty is the captain of Montag's fire department. Beatty is a complex character full of contradictions. He is a book burner with an amazing knowledge of literature, someone who obviously cared passionately about books at some point. Clarice is a 17-year-old girl who introduces Montag to the world's potential for beauty and meaning with her gentle innocence and curiosity. She is a part of a secret group who reads and remembers books to memory.
The setting is sometime in the 24th century, but the author doesn't specifically say what the setting is because he wants to leave it up to the reader's imagination. The setting relates to the theme of the book of ignorance and knowledge because we perceive that the author is ignorant in giving us details about the setting, but is also knowledgeable in letting us have our own imaginative ways of seeing how life would be like for the characters. One of the symbols in the book are mirrors. At the very end of the novel, Granger says they must build a mirror factory to take a long look at themselves. This remark recalls Montag's description of Clarice as a mirror in The Hearth of the Salamander. Mirrors are symbols of self-understanding and seeing oneself clearly. The deeper meaning of the symbol of mirrors is related to Guy's journey throughout the whole novel. He has an identity crisis issue and doesn't know who he is or what he wants in his life until the end of the novel comes around and he finally figures out who he is and what he wants to do with his life.
Fahrenheit 451 takes place in the future, and yes, the author doesn't give us a lot of descriptions on how the future was or like the settings, but he gave us the imagination to think that as the future goes on, the technology will become better and books will soon become gone from existence. And that's what I think could happen to us too as well. Our technology is always growing, which is giving books the chance to die out.